Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing today? All right, so I was cleaning the house. That's why this is a later than normal upload, okay? And I saw this come across a news feed, all right, and there was something going on at our nation's capital. There was a bomb threat, and I'm like, are you serious right now? What can things get any worse? I mean, if someone were to ask me today if SHTF has happened, I would scream from the mountaintops, yes. I'm serious. The suspect involved, he has been identified as Floyd Ray Roseberry. He's from North Carolina. Earlier today, the U.S. Capitol was placed under lockdown, and surrounding areas were evacuated as authorities investigated a suspicious vehicle, right? And then evacuating buildings included the Supreme Court, the James Madison Memorial Building, and the Thomas Jefferson Building, both part of the Library of Congress and the Cannon House office building as well. Congress is currently on a scheduled recess, but some staffers were still present in various offices around Capitol Hill. And the Capitol Police advised people to steer clear from the area, that there was a suspect parked his vehicle near the Library of Congress, and added that they are still investigating the situation. So there is an ongoing investigation. They're monitoring this situation closely, and they'll update this account as they get more information, then they can release it, right? That's what they were putting out on Twitter. Now, Roseberry, this is the suspect, okay? He claimed in a live stream video, which he put on Facebook. How moronic do you have to be to say, guess what I'm doing today? Yay! I can't. This is why I have to literally be armed with coffee, dark chocolate. I don't know what else. Cookies? Ice cream? No, my name is not Nancy Pelosi or Potato. I mean, come on. Huh? So, Facebook removed the live stream, which good on ya. So he says in the video on Facebook, he has explosives that would blow up the area. Dude. Talk about being inconspicuous. He also wants Potato to resign. Don't we all? But we don't go around doing this kind of thing. It's called being rational. It's called using your brain. I mean, Lord help this moron. So, I mean, I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss, but who wouldn't be when you hear and see this kind of information coming at you? I mean, come on, you know. So, I don't know. Anyway, please make sure that you get a hold of TRISH so you can sign up for our monthly newsletter, which the first one will be released on September 1st. You don't want to miss that. So, here's another article that's talking about, I mean, you should say, just Google Capitol And it's like a flurry, a bouquet, if you will. Yeah, all different colors of articles that are coming up with this. And I was like, what in the God's name? So this guy, he drove a black pickup truck onto the sidewalk. Excuse me, beep, beep. Out of my way, please. In front of the Library of Congress. This happened at 9:15 in the morning. I guess he didn't want to sleep in today. And he displayed what looked like a detonator to the officer on scene. And that was according to U.S. Capitol Police Chief Tom Manger. What'd he say? Look at me, click, click. I mean, Lord help us all. Is this another one of those false flags that you guys keep talking about? I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I know what a false flag is. Right on? But is this one of those obvious ones? Because I can't anymore. Like I was talking to Trish this morning and I said, I can't do this anymore. I really can't. My brain literally I'm fried. I'm fried. Because there's so much that happens every single day that shit has literally hit the fucking fan, man. Okay? And I'm not trying to be funny. Well, maybe I am. But, because if you're not laughing at least every single day, you're going to cry. And who the hell wants to do that? But, oh my Lord, in all hell, everything that's beautiful in this world, what is going on? I don't like to curse. I really don't. But I am frustrated beyond all hell belief. I can't sit here anymore and just be unicorns and sprinkles and glitter and it's perfect and I need, okay, like I was saying to her, I know I'm going to get off topic, but I have to just for a second, just to let you know what it's, So I was on Facebook and I even said to her, 'cause I don't have a Facebook, but Sean does. And I go on there, just to talk to my sisters and whatnot. So there's this page, that, you can like buy, sell, whatever. Okay. And it's a local page. And this woman was on there and she's like, I need someone to direct me to the nearest salon. I need highlights and lowlights and a mani-pedi. And I'm thinking, woman, you need to take that however much it's going to cost you for all that. You need to buy some food, possibly a generator, because it's going down. You could take your highlights, your lowlights, and your mani-pedi and put it where the sun don't shine. That's bullshit. No one's thinking about what you look like. No one cares. But the one thing you're going to care about is when you're starving. Oh, but look at me. No. Your hair ain't going to save your ass. And neither is your French manicure. Right? I didn't mean to yell, but I'm Italian, damn it. When I get pissed, this is what I sound like. So, negotiations started with this idiot. And they've tried to find, come to a resolution and, So, Manger said the suspect had been live streaming and that officials have a possible name. Well, I told you the name, We don't have much information about him at this time. We don't know what his motives are. Well, now we do. They want a potato out. Don't we all? 25th Amendment. So, the pickup that he was driving didn't have license plates, so it's not like they can, run the tags and say, all right, wants and warrants, whatever. This is just getting to be unsettling around here. Y'all, I hate to say it. I hate to be like a broken record. Get your heinies out to the damn store. Stockpile. But also prep for normalcy. You're going to need it. Because as more and more of this stuff occurs, you're gonna want that chocolate, or you're gonna want your favorite coffee, or you're gonna want your favorite snack, or you know what I mean? You're gonna want something that's gonna bring you back down to earth and, have a sane mind and things of that nature, And don't worry about trying to keep up with the Joneses, if you know what I mean. Like trying to compare yourself to other people. Well, they've got 5 years worth of food and I've only got 2. Listen. Calm down. You'll get there. It just takes time. Some people just have more resources and money than others. That's all. I don't have a lot of money. I deal with what I have, So, it's getting to be a little bit too upsetting anymore, and I don't always like bringing this kind of stuff to you guys, but better to be in the know than to be completely in the dark. And what's the word I'm looking for? Blindsided when something does happen. And then you're like, I wasn't prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? So then I saw this one, and I'm thinking, oh, man. So one of our former presidents, all right, broke his silence about what happened over in Afghanistan, which prompted frantic evacuation of the U.S. citizens and Afghan allies widely compared to the fall of Saigon in 1975. All right, that's what this article is saying. I'm not saying it. That's what this article is saying. All right. Now, hours after Potato addressed the nation, if you want to call it that, I'll shut up, asserting he stands by his decision to withdraw military forces from the country, our former president released a statement late on Monday through his presidential center, focusing on the humanitarian situation and evacuations that follow a war that was initiated nearly 20 years ago to root out Al-Qaeda following the 9/11 attacks, right? So he said, my wife and I have been watching the tragic events unfolding in Afghanistan with deep sadness. Our hearts are heavy for both the Afghan people who have suffered so much and for the Americans and NATO allies who have sacrificed so much. Now, this president, number 43, I will refer to him as, made only one mention of potato and did not discuss number 45, okay, who set the pullout in motion last year. The Afghans now at the greater risk are the same ones who have been on the forefront of progress inside their nation. Now, Potato promised to evacuate these Afghans, okay, along with American citizens and our allies. And the United States government has the authority to cut the red tape for refugees during urgent humanitarian crisis. And we have the responsibility and resources to secure safe passage for them now without bureaucratic delay. Our most stalwart allies, along with private NGOs, are ready to help. Evacuations are underway at the airport in Kabul, where Potato sent back thousands of U.S. troops to assist with the process and protect the area as the Taliban entered the capital. Now, strange, is it not? That capital has to be protected, while our capital here almost got attacked. The situation has been tense. The Afghans storming the tarmac and some people perishing during the chaos. But the Pentagon denied on Monday that the evacuation operation had been a failure, as some have asserted. We are confident that the evacuation efforts will be effective because they are being carried out by the remarkable men and women of the United States Armed Forces, Diplomatic Corps, and intelligence community. And we want to speak to them directly, along with the veterans who have served in Afghanistan. Many of you deal with the wounds of war, both visible and invisible. And some of your brothers and sisters in arms made the ultimate sacrifice in the war on terror. Each day, we have been humbled by your commitment and your courage. You took out a brutal enemy and denied Al-Qaeda a safe haven while building schools, sending supplies, and providing medical care. You kept America safe from further terror attacks, providing 2 decades of security and opportunity for millions, and made America proud. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts and will always honor your contributions. Now, earlier, Karl Rove, and that's R-O-V-E, who served as senior advisor and deputy chief in staff in the White House for number 43, said his former boss was undoubtedly upset about the situation in Afghanistan, where government forces largely refused to put up a fight against the advancing Taliban. He also said the Taliban were ready to reinstate a brutal regime over 2 decades. For 20 years, 43's wife has hosted groups of Afghan women who came to the United States after beginning to taste freedom in their own country in order to learn about the opportunities that were available to women around the world. And the idea that the Taliban is going to somehow allow that to continue is absolutely ridiculous. In times like these, it can be hard to remain optimistic. We will steadfastly remain so, like our country. Afghanistan is also made up of resilient, vibrant people. Nearly 65% of the population is under 25 years old. The choices they will make for opportunity, education, and liberty will also determine Afghanistan's future. As Dr. Sakena Yakubi of the Afghan Institute of Learning, which has opened schools for girls and women around the nation, wrote this week, while we are afraid, we are not defeated. Ideas do not disappear so easily. One cannot kill whispers in the wind. The Taliban cannot crush a dream. We will prevail, even if it takes longer than we want it to. I like that saying. One cannot kill whispers in the wind. I like that. The Bushes concluded, we, along with the team at the Bush Center, stand ready as Americans to lend our support and assistance in this time of need. Let us all resolve to be united in saving lives and praying for the people of Afghanistan. Absolutely. So, that's all for this video, guys. I love you. Stay safe. Stay positive. Keep prepping. And as always, fearless.